I might say the first ant is, I don't know, a tenth the way or so along the line, perhaps a little bit more than that, and the lower ant is maybe around a third of the way. But I'm not, I'm just sort of mentally thinking about that, and it's clear they're both less than half. It's clear the first one's less than the second one, and it's hard to do much more than that just with estimation.
Next stage is that these lines come in. So what would you do with this bit?
They're kind of making, I suppose in a way, they're making concrete what I was trying to do mentally. They're dividing it up into halves and then quarters with the way the lines work. And so, looking at the first ant, then I guess I can now see that it's about half of a quarter, so maybe the ant's about an eighth of the way along. And looking at the second track, it's a bit more than a quarter. So, and again, sort of just mentally looking at it, it's more than a quarter, less than a half, so maybe somewhere around a third of the way along. But again, I can't be sure. But those are, I'm more certain about these estimates now that I've got something I can physically. The lines are giving me a much stronger basis for my estimate, I think.
So then this happens.
Right, okay. So looking at the top one now, I think that new line that's going right through the ant is half of a quarter. So I think I now know that ant is an eighth of the way along. So I'm quite confident about that. And then the second ant, well, those two lines that have been added into the second quarter, divide that second quarter into thirds. So the second ant is like a quarter of the way along, and then an extra third of a quarter from that. And so I guess that a third of a quarter is a twelfth, I guess, and I know that a quarter is 3/12, so that's 4/12 because it's a third. So that means my initial guess was pretty good. So I think with those lines, I can pinpoint exactly where the ants are.
Did you notice how much fraction vocabulary was going on in that conversation? So even though we were just splitting a shape up, was just splitting a number line up there, we have that language of a half of a quarter for that first one, and we can then relate that to the eighth. And then we have the fact that we're adding on a twelfth to a quarter, how many twelfths that give us, and that relationship to the third.